Rock out. Enjoy. Hello, New Zealand. Kiwi Army. Army of Kiwis. Kiwi killers. Kiwi.
Kiwi Corps, maybe? You got the Aussie Army, the Kiwi Corps.
Kiwi Carnage. So, Soup's the guy at the charismatic voice that turned me on to John Farnham, and the Aussie Army has a friend slash debate buddy slash sibling, I guess you could call it, from New Zealand. He's a Kiwi. And I've been talking to him a lot lately. We talked on the Discord last night. If you watch my videos yesterday, I had a family member take his own life, and it just makes you think and give reflection and retrospect and all that. And we were talking about it, and I was like, "Hey, man, you're a damn Kiwi. Give me a band. I need some cred on the little rock over there." And I don't really know what you guys. If there's like a nickname for New Zealand. I've always called it the Little Rock. I don't know why, but Little Rock Cafe.
Little Rock. Okay, I got you.
Well, they had deep fried mushrooms. And Dr. Cap, no, I don't know what half that shit is that you sent me. You sent me a picture of all kinds of. All I've seen was a deep fried Mars bar. I was like, I know what Mars bars are. They come from Mars.
Fried Mars bars?
Yeah, well, we done deep fried Snickers bars at the, I'm not going to say concessions. Yeah, wait a minute. That is right. I'm not going to say vending. Yeah. We built fucking buildings, man, and sold elephant ears, hot dogs, hamburgers at the racetracks, at the drag strips, at the monster trucks. I've actually got a whole playlist of that stuff too. So if I'm rambling,
the only thing that I know,
I'm definitely rambling. Go ahead, bald guy.
I was gonna say the only thing I know about New Zealand is that it has some absolutely gorgeous scenery.
Yeah, look at it.
I have zero concept of their music scene, except Crowded House apparently is from New Zealand. And I used to listen to Don't Dream It's Over all the time back in the day when they played Friday night videos on, Friday night on the TV. And yeah, it was in regular rotation, and I love that song. So I'm willing to bet Shihad probably doesn't sound much like Crowded House. I know they got their name from basically a misspelling of jihad, which I'm sure is a trigger word now, but it means like Arabic holy war. I think it means to strive. But they got it from Dune, the 1965 book and the 1984 movie. If you've never seen Dune from 1985, check it out. It is bonkers. There's a modern version out as well, which is a bit more polished and not quite as bonkers, but you need like a dictionary or like a uh, you basically need the entire program to get through, to understand everything that's going on. Anyway, point being, that's where they got the name. I know they were influenced by what was it, Metallica and Slayer, and then Pink Floyd and Zeppelin. Uh, apparently, at their high school dance, they had no one to dance with, so they just put graffiti on the bathrooms with things like AC/DC rules, and they got expelled. So they kind of sound like guys after my own heart. So I appreciate that.
Painting in the boys' room. Yeah, so they seem really cool guys, and Cat looks like Maynard there. I'm sorry, did. And me and Slaya Playa is the screen name for the Kiwi. Who I just want to hit on the September of '95. They worked in the United States for 3 months, including appearing in Foundation's Forum alongside Motorhead. Oh, so that's why they cover them. Oh, wow. Cool. And at gigs in L.A., fucking piece of, and New York, the 2 worst cities in America.
Yeah.
And along with Miami. At the 1996 NCMA New Zealand Music Awards, they won 4 trophies. 4, count them, 4. Album of the year, Killjoy. Best male vocalist for Too Good, Tool God. Best group of international achievement. Well, that's only 3. Let's see what's the other one. Oh, Gerald Dyer died of a morphine overdose. Just after Shihad's performance in 1996. Big Day Out in Auckland. Not sure where Auckland is, but Auckland. They had found his body in his motel room after returning from the gig. The group missed the Gold Coast concert to attend Dyer's funeral, and they rejoined the Big Day Out tour in Sydney and continued the other Australian venues. Yeah, so it seems that there isn't anywhere you look where someone hasn't been taken too soon. That's it. Along the way, they have briefly performed alongside Australian band Silverchair, who were on their first European tour. After that tour, Shihad relocated to Melbourne. See, is that right? At their base, 1998. That's when Carnival played Sydney Orchestra. Warner Music Australasia. Australasia? I mean,
yeah.
that is fun to say, actually. Let's go back. Man, there's so much to these discographies, man. The politics of the band. Fuck politics. I mean, I don't get into politics. Now, I gather I'm a little upset. We're 14 minutes in, so yeah, I mean, it's been a little long.
We just want to actually contribute something. We just don't want to be like, hey, that was good. Thanks, like and subscribe. Bye.
Well, I think they. All right, cool. That is New Zealand, by the way, in the background, unless OGL got the wrong damn country, or unless the label on it was lying to him, because labels do lie to you. They'll lie to your ass. They're clever agents within your mind and your body and your soul. That Bob Dylan sold to the devil. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go. Maynard. I 100% hear the Trent Reznor. And I do like his voice. That's what I like about Carnival. They're kind of a Kiwi band too. They're from Perth. I mean, they're not from Perth. They live in Perth. I think they're from New Zealand. So, I mean, they're Kiwis on the edge of Aussie. So, hey, how's the Army? We're on the other side of the fence. What the hell? Hey. Nah, I know it's all love and war. So
that opening guitar riff was pretty badass.
Yeah, and it's
chunky as hell.
Yeah, and it's remained, and the song has remained the same, and I like it. It's not made me mad. The hook was getting on my nerves, but it's screwing me already. So,
right.
It's different, and that guitar tuning sounds different. It's I haven't really heard that tuning before. That specific tune, like Gilmore's got a tune. Certain parts of Adam Jones have their own tune, and Dimebag for sure had his own tune.
Yeah.
And then there are guitar players that just play around with everything. Bob Seger being one. But I like that they sound good live. His vocals are actually tuned down a little, kind of like Tool, and I like it. I think the way they come up with that name is kind of funny.
Right. Yeah, it's sort of like the when he first was doing the huh huh. It's like, okay, that's cool. He's getting the crowd riled up, and it turns like it was like I think the guitar player or the bassist, it's one of the other band members that just continued doing the huh. I thought that was a nice little like rhythmic punctuation.
They're both.
It seems like he just. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Look, look at how close that mic is to him. Like it's like right under his nose, like right on his mouth. That's interesting. Like this is my first time hearing him. I don't know all of his capabilities, but like that's a loud, thick, robust guitar sound. So it's very possible he just might not be. He's getting as close to the mic as possible to get the volume to be heard over it. But like I said, I don't know what else he's got in his bag of tricks. But like I said they've got a cool sound. I'm interested to see what his song how it evolves.
So that could just be preference as well. Like when you play an instrument with your eyes closed and you get good at it, you learn to feel certain parts of whatever you're playing. That's how you find your way around it. And well, on a guitar, about you learn the distance like well. Like I ain't learned it that well yet, but in 30 years, still ain't learned it that well. But he may be using his nose to center the microphone to keep it, to find it, basically, to not lose it.
Yep, I got you.
Because if you're not touching it, you got to look at it to figure out where it's at. If people everywhere you're in the moment, it'd be easy just to, I do it all the time with this son bitch. You got to bring it back to me,
Made a mistake too.
Something like a lighter leash, damn microphone. But so quit flipping, phone, dumbass. I hope I never see you again. Oh, yeah.
It's a cool boss. I like how into it he looks. How his conviction. He's got his eyes closed, nuzzled up on that mic. Yeah, he's in the moment. Right. And that the guy in the background there's got the face going, the guppy or grouper, like he's trying to inhale the mic.
Yeah, he can't see that. I got the screen blowed up. I was showing him that with the cursor a minute ago.
Right.
So the lyrics are, I hope I never see you again. I hope I never touch you again. Sometimes I wonder what's fucked in my heart. Won't let your fingers tear us apart. There's not many lyrics here, so I'm not sure he went further than that, but I'm going to go ahead and read the second part. 2 times I'll read. It's all so simple. It's all over again. A lack of talent is caving you in. That's fucking good. That's not part of the lyrics. Sometimes I wonder what's fucked in your heart. We're losing grip now. Now we're falling apart. And not many lyrics, but very fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder what's fucked in your heart. Won't let your fingers tear us.
that was one hell of a breakdown. 5-string bass, totally deep in the fucking undertow sound, down low. He has a Washburn. I'm pretty sure. Shout out. That's what the hell I got. I finally seen a rock star with my damn guitar. I'm sure he's got a better one I do, but and his voice, I like it. It's he's not using bravado. He's not using any technique. He's just singing because he has a nice voice, which that's what they were
Very
saying.
straightforward, but his enunciation is like spot on. It's perfect. Like he's forming every word perfectly.
He is so in the exact same vocal range as Trent Reznor. They said he's kind of likable. Look, I'm not knocking Trent. Okay? I you know, Tool and 9 Inch Nails and Rage, Promise for some fucking reason, and not Alice in Chains. They all toured together a lot for a long time, and I do hear similarities in the musical composition of Carnival and Shihad. It could be Shihad. Oh hell, she had you again. Sorry, that's fucking crazy. I can hear the thrash metal elements though, and the alternative. So I don't hear a lot of prog so that's. I think there is a lot of prog elements in Carnival. So that's definitely a difference. And you all have, by the way, Slave Play, I'm sorry, but I was like, hey man, you ever heard of Carnival? He's like, nah. I was like, well, they live in Perth, man, or they play in Perth. They're from New Zealand. He's like, yeah, but they come out in new bands all the time. I was like, nah, man, they played right after John Farnham, 98, in the where the Symphony Orchestra, where the damn Help concert was. And this is in Oz, too, that the Sydney Opera House. I seen the damn, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. A couple of the Aussie Army have Leanda, is that how you say her name? I still don't know how to say her name. I need to ask her.
Leanda, yes.
Yeah, she has some videos of the wooden boat day. That's really what it's called. It's
yeah,
really cool, man. Really, really cool. Shoot cannons and shit. Blanks, I'm sure. I guess. I don't know. Probably some dumbass put a real one in there. Like me, probably. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
I like this dude's energy. He's all over the place. Looked like him and the guitarist who was sort of playing the solo there almost had a collision when he jumped off the amp there. You mentioned alternative and thrash. Like I definitely hear the alternative, and this is once again where your thing about labels comes in, because alternative is one of those things that casts a really broad net over a bunch of different styles, and then thrash is like one of those hyper specific metal subgenres where like these precise things have to intersect. So like I personally don't hear a whole lot of thrash because thrash is usually a lot faster.
I was going to say, man, it's just not fast. Thrash does not have to be fast. That is a misconception, I think. I've heard people say that before, but I've heard plenty of bands that play slower thrash. But anyway, that's yeah. I assumed that's what you were going to say, that it was thrash is faster, but again, you can go either way. Like you're saying, alternative is a broad term, and then the specific terms. But then we bitch about the specific terms, all the genres.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's rock and roll, man. It's rock and roll. It's either heavy or it's soft.
Rocking it. Let's put it that way.
I mean, I have never understood. It's either metal, hard rock, or soft rock. I mean, that's what I grew up for all my life until the internet come out, and then all of a sudden there's 47 different kinds of rock and roll. And in fact, it happened so fast I didn't know it when I started getting into these communities of reactors and such. I realized, I was like, what do they mean? What the hell is that? What do you mean? What? I didn't know what prog was, and my band is labeled prog, but I never Tool fan cussing you want to say they're not. So obviously they are.
You were walking around with a vase, and the vase was rock and roll, and then somehow it ended up falling, and you didn't know it, and it split into all these little things. It can't just be rock anymore. It's got to be prog
I
rock.
will stick to my guns and say it's all about where you live, and they're labeling a certain sound because of their culture. Every culture is going to have a different sound. If you came here before Americans killed all the damn Indians, we would have heard different tribes have different sounds and different ways they make music. You know, one might do it on a tin can, one might do it on a damn tree stump or something. That wouldn't work. But I'm just saying, terrible analogies. But
Probably drum on a tree stump. About it. But I can definitely say that what they're playing is most definitely not bluegrass, for instance. But it's heavy, it's thick. I think you mentioned a 5-string bass. That'll definitely help with that deep, thick sound.
Yep.
That's essentially what, like a 7-string guitar, a 5-string bass. Those are basically extended range instruments, right? Especially on the lower end. Yeah.
Well, they're all on the lower end, as far as I know of. This, they don't get higher. It's always the lower. I used to think the extra string would be a higher one, but I was definitely wrong. That might have been a 6-string bass. I could be wrong, but it looks like 5 to me. I just caught a glance.
But yeah, they were the big, deep, raucous sound, and it sounds like they're actually slowing things down and softening it up a bit. So
And
see where they're going.
Shihad fans, we will not do a reaction this long next time. For one, I'm really upset, but I'm trying to, rock and roll music for the soul. And it's a new band, and I'm trying to pay respect to New Zealand, period. So I don't want to disrespect you by, well, you guys need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the genres. Can't please everybody. So I got some suggestions. Some people's got really fucking short reactions. So that was spite. It was total spite. Happens. Wow. The guitar left ear. Ooh.
Speaker speaks, but the words sound haunting. So much is falling out of your hands. Could you ever tell?
Yeah.
When it's there for me, there to see, and it's in full view.
Ooh.
Why did I waste my time on you? When it's there for me, there to say. When it's in full view, why did I waste my time on you?
Yeah. Damn, I didn't see it was over. All right, we'll go back a little bit. Sex Pistols was a great example of a slower thrash band. But that in the left ear was thrash, and the right ear was like proggy. And then that was well mixed to be live.
Mm.
And the mosh pit just made me want to get in the pit and try to love someone. Yeah. I can't breathe now. I couldn't do it. But wheel me up there, man. We hit somebody. I can walk. I'm just saying that. I'm just talking shit. I do that a lot. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that breakdown. I loved hearing his voice with the with that little accompaniment. It's a really nice sounding voice. His stage presence is amazing. He owns the stage. And again, just be able to play while jumping around like that's definitely not easy.
He reminds me of two people, aspects of them. The stage presence is like Ronnie Van Zant from Skinner. He was very in control, but very calm about it, melodic. Didn't do a whole lot of crazy theatrics. He was the leader. Everybody else is going crazy. If you've seen any Skinner concerts, they're fucking badass. They're very good musicians. They were. Really crashed the plane, but and Eddie Vedder went on the lower register, and Eddie would be climbing across them fucking bars right there out into the dam.
Yeah. Eddie would have dove into those people from something at this point now, most definitely.
If you don't know, just Google Eddie Vedder climbs shit.
Yeah.
You'll see he was a nut.
There's a video on this channel.
There is. And but only the lower register I heard a little bit of Eddie's tone there.
I can hear that though. It's nice,
so much
resonant
resonance there. Resonance is resonant, yeah. That was cool. That was cool. That's drugs, man. You don't do drugs, I do. I tell you, you hear shit that you wouldn't hear high, sober, or whatever. Why can't we not be sober? So let's go back, man. That is a Washburn, man. I'm pretty damn sure that is a fucking Washburn. Oh, hell, the Washburn. I love it. Good. What? Hold on. Too Good. That's his name, right?
Yes, Johnny Too Good.
Johnny Too Good. Like Johnny Be Bad or like Johnny Too Good. Johnny Be Bad, Johnny Too Good. You get it? You still ain't got it, have you?
No, I see what you did there.
Oh. It's like an expression, man. It's hard to read sometimes. You would be a good poker player. Yeah,
I've got a poker face.
It used to be a joke about poker face, but you can figure it out. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That. Great man. Small hammer on.
Yeah! The speaker speaks, but the words sound haunting. So much is falling out of your hands. Could you ever tell? When it's there for me, there to see, and it's in full view. Why did I waste my time on you? When it's there for me, there to say.
Now that ain't no John Farnham audience. Boy, sorry, I'm just saying. Because I've seen many bands, heavier bands, go and tour Australia, and I was being in New Zealand, and I've wondered, like, where's the fan base? You know what I mean? And people listening to Jimmy Barnes would be the closest thing that is going to go to something like this, you know, like, and then people are old now. So
I'm seeing this like
awesome to see the diversity, you know.
Agreed. I was speaking of the crowd. I was seeing like that arm, I guess, is what the for the camera. Yeah, Eddie would have been swinging from that like halfway through the
Yeah,
halfway through the show.
yeah, no doubt. That is the Sydney Opera House. I mean, or do they have more buildings built like that? Because the Sydney's on the water, I thought. It overlooks the water, not buildings in front of it. That may not be Sydney. I may be wrong. Let us know in the comments, please. Like, subscribe. I don't say that shit, man. Do what you want to. But please tell me.
Very tightly packed crowd.
That's because they want to pit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to get closer and push your way into the pit and blindside a couple motherfuckers and get out. We'll run back around, get back in. It's fun as hell. Get a little bloody, but hey, I've got beat up having sex. So, I mean, and OGL, are you a virgin? Yeah, okay. We'll just leave that one alone, I reckon.
This reaction took a weird turn all of a sudden.
Ain't nothing weird about pain and sex, man. I don't know why that's weird to you, but
bringing up out of the blue, yeah, that's kind of during a music reaction. Yeah, that's called that kind of weird.
Dude, we were talking about pitting. All right, it's a different culture, bud. There is nothing you can say that's going to offend nobody. So, especially not sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, come on, they go together like peas and carrots. And they should, because it's freedom. Rock and roll is freedom. But like I have a short. The musicians are not free. Some of them pay a price with their life for telling the truth. But I always say, the truth don't give a fuck what your opinion is about the musician. So like Hank Jr. said, leave them boys alone. Let them sing their damn song. I stand by that. Ain't nothing worried about sex. Some people probably having sex in the pit. Hell. Yeah. That was good. I got my blood flowing. I enjoyed that. So let us know. Well, I already have another song to do, but still, give us some suggestions.
Yeah, more Shihad, more great Kiwi bands.
Yeah, I love it.
Make that queue longer, guys.
And
no, this was a cool song. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but they delivered. I really like Mr. Too Good stage presence. Like the riff, like his energy. I like the again, that breakdown was cool where they took everything out. Got to hear his voice a lot more clear. That's a cool song.
I actually thought he had less energy than the crowd or anybody else there. Less physical movement type energy, you know what I'm saying? And those breath, the way he pulls away from the mic and would end the good diction, but he would end it with breath pushed into the mic. But when he had his nose on the mic, you wasn't hearing the breath. That is beautiful control of chaos, chaotic control. Mm-hmm. Finally found something where you're dead out of your element and reacting to this OGL, but it's good. You're doing good. I ain't seen you done bad. But yeah, this is a different breed. Hate Breed is an awesome band too. I mean, they didn't hate nothing. They actually some positive shit, but why does shit get used for everything? We've got tons of videos on that. The word shit. I mean, wow. That was some good shit, man. I hated that shit, man. Let's go get some shit, man. Damn, I want some shit to eat. So let's leave and shit.
There's some good shit, is what we're saying.
So thank you for putting up with my mental health. Mental health is real. My soul hurts today, so it was good to thrash it because that feels good. It does. And if I was every bit rude or anything, OG, I'm sorry, bud. But this
Not at all, sir.
is my element. I've seen 9 Inch Nails, and this was like broken 9 Inch Nails, the older days, the Pretty Hate Machine, and before Trent was just a Trent. Trent and Roger Waters are nothing alike, but yet exactly alike. Patient's like, is Trent his son? I'm just kidding.
Imagine a collaboration between those two. Musically, it'd be fascinating.
It would be warped, weird, and deranged. It'd be like a circus in prison or something. So, Jennifer Anderson, we're going to do the rugby league. It's coming soon.
We promise.
We've tried it like 8 times and something's happened. They jumped out of the screen, kicked me one
cursed.
time.
It's cursed.
They didn't jump out of the screen. That's what I seen. I'm just kidding. All right.
That curses have never stopped us before.
No. I mean, I curse all the damn time.
No.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to edit a lot of this out, guys and girls. Kiwis and Aussies. Yeah. 46 minutes. 46-2, damn it. Oh, wow. Right ahead of you. Oh, the end of that was very Tool-like, by the way. When all the instruments met up and that was Tool, man. All the way. Fucking Tool Army. But I'm objective, though. I'm not Tool again. But my name is Logan. Tool Logan. I don't know. Go figure. All right. Mental Health is real.
Love y'all.
Be a part to start. Kiwi Nation, Kiwi Killers. I don't know, man. What you tell me what to call you guys. I heard y'all don't even like being called Kiwis, but I'm an honorary Aussie, so I think I can. If I can't, tell me.
And New Zealanders, I've heard that too. I mean, it doesn't seem terribly creative, but yeah, let us know. We gotta have a cool name to refer to you as.
Yeah, I'm not a North Carolinian, so I call me a fucking Mountain Dew. Mountain Man, I don't know, whatever. Call me a damn idiot. Those are some beautiful mountains right there. The Appalachian Mountains don't look like that. Son of a bitch, man. Jump off that. That would hurt. That would hurt. Yeah, that would feel like. Anyway, we're gone. Love you guys.